Shalom uvracha, my holy friends, Rabbi Yoni here. We have finished with the high holidays. We are done with Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur and Sukkot and Simchat Torah, Shmini Atzeret, which means that right now we are in the most important part of the Jewish calendar. And now you're probably saying to yourself, but Rabbi Yoni, I thought the high holidays were the most important part of the Jewish calendar. Well, there's something to be said for that. They are definitely the most spiritually and theologically significant part of our calendar, but there's an old expression and a really important expression that it's not how we live our lives between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur that matters nearly as much as how we live our lives from Yom Kippur to Rosh Hashanah. This month that we're currently in is called Mar Cheshvan, the bitterness of Cheshvan. And traditionally, we look at the bitterness comes from the fact that, well, we don't have any holidays anymore. Kind of that Zman Simchatenu, the time of our joy, is over. But there's also a spiritual bitterness that comes because in some ways it's easy to be spiritually active. It's easy to be engaged with our Judaism when it's a holiday every other day. But when we go into the late fall and in the winter, we don't have any holidays, not until Hanukkah. And we're in this period where those constant reminders just really aren't popping up anymore. And so what's really important, what's really imperative at this time of year is that we find different ways to engage with our Judaism without having the constant notifications of another holiday. And so this is my argument. I would make the argument that this time of year, Tafka, this time of year, is the time of year when we should go to synagogue more, that we should read more Jewish books, that we should take on more mitzvot, that we should do anything and everything we can to remind ourselves of our Judaism, because it's not built into our calendar that we have those constant reminders. And so now let me throw the conversation to you. I want to hear from you in the comments, in emails, phone calls, texts, whatever it might be, but what's something that you're doing to be spiritually engaged, to be Jewishly engaged at this point of year when it's really hard to be Jewishly engaged? I'm looking forward to continuing the conversation. Until next time, wishing you all well. Love you. Take good care of yourself. Take care of one another.